As a Christian, it's essential to approach the topic of global warming with a critical and discerning mindset, recognizing that the issue has been heavily politicized and sensationalized. While some Christians may feel overwhelmed or uncertain about how to respond to the dominant narrative on climate change, there are indeed ways to thoughtfully engage with the issue and push back against the fake global warming agenda. First and foremost, Christians should prioritize seeking truth and wisdom on the topic. This involves examining the scientific evidence and data, rather than simply accepting the prevailing narrative at face value. Many reputable scientists and researchers have raised legitimate concerns about the methodology and conclusions drawn by some climate change proponents, highlighting the need for a more nuanced and balanced understanding of the issue. By exploring these alternative perspectives and evaluating the evidence for themselves, Christians can develop a more informed and thoughtful approach to the topic. Another crucial step is to recognize the role of ideology and worldview in shaping the global warming debate. Some proponents of climate change mitigation efforts often conflate the issue with broader social and economic agendas, such as socialism, environmentalism, or global governance. Christians should be aware of these underlying ideologies and how they may intersect with or contradict their own values and biblical worldview. By understanding the philosophical and theological underpinnings of the climate change debate, Christians can better discern the motivations and intentions behind various proposals and policies. Christians can also engage in constructive dialogue and critique of the global warming agenda by highlighting the potential unintended consequences of certain policies and interventions. For example, some climate change mitigation efforts, such as the push for renewable energy sources, may have devastating effects on local communities, wildlife, or the environment. Similarly, the emphasis on reducing carbon emissions may lead to increased energy costs, harming low-income families and exacerbating economic inequality. By pointing out these potential flaws and trade-offs, Christians can encourage a more thoughtful and holistic approach to addressing environmental concerns. Moreover, Christians should emphasize the importance of biblical stewardship and creation care, recognizing that humans have a divine mandate to manage and protect the natural world. This involves promoting responsible and sustainable practices, such as reducing waste, conserving resources, and preserving natural habitats. However, this stewardship ethos should be grounded in a biblical worldview, rather than a secular or pagan one, and should prioritize human flourishing and well-being alongside environmental concerns. In addition, Christians can support and amplify the work of organizations and researchers who are advancing a more balanced and evidence-based understanding of climate change. This might involve promoting the work of think tanks, research institutions, or advocacy groups that are challenging the dominant narrative on global warming. By supporting these efforts, Christians can help to create a more diverse and inclusive conversation around climate change, one that acknowledges the complexity and uncertainty of the issue. Finally, Christians should recognize the spiritual dimensions of the global warming debate, acknowledging that the issue has become a kind of secular crusade for some proponents. By invoking apocalyptic language and emphasizing the supposedly catastrophic consequences of inaction, some climate change advocates may be perpetuating a form of eco-eschatology that borders on idolatry. Christians should gently but firmly challenge this trend, emphasizing the hope and redemption found in the gospel of Jesus Christ, rather than placing their trust in human institutions or policies to save the planet. In conclusion, Christians have a unique opportunity to engage thoughtfully and critically with the global warming agenda, recognizing both the legitimate concerns about environmental stewardship and the potential flaws and biases in the dominant narrative. By seeking truth, recognizing ideology, highlighting unintended consequences, promoting biblical stewardship, supporting balanced research, and challenging eco-eschatology, Christians can constructively push back against the fake global warming agenda and advance a more nuanced and biblically informed approach to addressing environmental concerns.